I'm Austin.
Hi, I'm Josh.
I'm Damon.
And we're Teens Talk Hockey.
Fans watching it right now. Quick whisper. Look at the effort of not just getting right at feet of on the arm. Goes. Ovechkin trying to drag it through.
Hello, today on Teens Talk Hockey, we're going to be talking about the Anaheim Ducks and previewing them with my stupid colleagues. Could you pass this on? Oh!
All I have to say about the Ducks is that they did it very poorly last year. But one person who kept their dignity is Teemu Selanne, such a good, talented young player at age 42.
I thought salami was a type of meat.
Oh my god.
No, you great big Dumbo. It's pronounced Selanne, a type of hockey player, not meat.
Oh.
Yeah, okay, you got it?
You got it?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe you can bring it next year. Teemu Selanne's going 42 on 43, though. There's got to be a time when he's going to drop off.
Well, he has enough confidence to play another year for his fans.
Well, yeah, he's been playing for a long time. I know that, but
He's got to retire sometime.
yeah, he does.
I think next year he'll retire.
His production has been dropping. It did
Mhm.
drop
But
off a bit
hey,
this
he
year.
was the best player for the Ducks this year, though. Last year.
Maybe.
I don't know.
You never know.
The Ducks didn't really improve at all this offseason, and I really didn't like their draft of Hampus Lindholm. I don't think he has the immediate presence on the ice that they need for next season.
Well, I do somewhat agree with you. I think they should have chose Matt Dumby. He would have been a better fit for the team. But Hampus Lindholm is playing in a men's league. That's why the statistics don't jump out at you. You know, like, because he only had a goal and 3 assists this year. But he is very physically fit. So
I agree with Josh, even though I don't know a thing about him, but he just sucks.
we know a thing about him. How can you even justify your point there, Mr. Smartass?
Oh, I'm the smart ass.
Yes!
I don't think to help that this is all Josh's fault.
How's it my fault? I'm just stating my
You're the one
opinion.
who brought it up.
Hey, a draft is a really important thing.
Well, you are against the draft.
When I love the draft. I watch it every year.
But you don't like the guy who drafted.
Yeah,
But
you just every time there's a draft pick, you just make like, oh, yeah, they should have just like chose that guy or that guy or that guy. When the guy could have been a really good fit for the team.
he could have been, but
He looks like poop.
I think they should have chosen Matthew.
Dumb.
Well, I
Yeah,
know his
he's a
name's
good
Dumba. He played in Red Deer.
I know.
Go
I
Rebels!
watched the game. He scored 2 goals.
I know. He's like, I want Edmonton to draft him, honestly.
He's explosive.
Yeah.
He can
Go.
hit. He can skate.
Go Oilers!
Woo!
But they never drafted him. That was completely out of context.
Well, they got something better. Wait, back to the subject. The Anaheim Ducks.
The Anaheim Ducks had a disappointing season, to say the least. After finishing 5th the season before, they were completely out of the playoffs, finishing 13th in the West. Not good. Just about everybody in the team underachieved. To say, in a complete summarization, they were terrible. Hard time scoring goals, porous defense. Yeah.
Their defense was, I think, too easily separated from the puck, and it didn't work well.
Yeah, I agree.
I agree with you 100%, but what about their offense?
It still wasn't that good.
It was 26th, man. Maybe they have some high-end talent, but
Teemu Salami, the meat, did apparently very well for their offense, right?
Okay, I made a little mistake. I called him Salami, not Salani. It's an
And
easy...
you thought he was a meat, not a hockey player, you dumbo.
Okay, maybe, I gotta admit, seeing a meat on skates might be a little different, but...
You have to cut the meat in half to put it on 2 skates.
and salamis are like big tubes. They're not. It's kind of be really gay.
Hey, you know what's gay? Seeing the Calgary Flames jerseys. Do you think that Anaheim Ducks has the best jerseys?
But I like Calgary's jerseys.
They're ketchup and mustard. Why don't you put that on a hot dog or salami?
That was a really bad joke, but Anaheim jerseys are kind of weird. They're like kind of black, and they got like this V in there, you know.
What about their alternate jerseys with the orange?
I don't get those jerseys.
Neither do I.
They're awesome.
You know who's got good jerseys? Philadelphia, the Rangers, the Canucks, and
I disagree with the Canucks and
Nashville's home.
I hate Rangers. I hate the Canucks. I hate Nashville, but I love Philadelphia.
Yeah, I don't know why.
You know, Philadelphia reminds me of their cream cheese.
Hey, you want to know
sauce
what the
and
poll?
dip.
You know what the polls say between the favorite jerseys of the team?
What?
Sorry, the league. The polls say that Philadelphia, New York Rangers, the Vancouver Canucks, the San Jose Sharks, and the Phoenix Coyotes are the league's top 5 favorite jerseys.
Yeah, but they suck to me. You know what's
Yeah,
the best jersey
You
in
just
the
have a
world?
bad opinion.
Oilers are the best jerseys in the world. Don't you agree?
I like the Oilers. I like their old-fashioned jerseys. I really like those.
They brought back the vintage jerseys.
Yeah, I like those ones.
Do you like them?
Yeah.
For a high five? Yes!
I don't. Your 90 jerseys are pretty cool.
I like the winter classic jerseys.
I hate Calgary Flames Winter Classics. They just look like ketchup and mustard all over.
Well, okay, fine. Whatever. If you guys are just relentless with your argument, you know.
U.S. Cool jerseys? LA.
Nah.
What do you mean, meh?
They're alright.
What were you talking about again?
We're talking about the defense. This is really getting long.
I think Ryan Getzlaf was the team's best player. He had 47 assists, which is really good for him. And 56 points isn't bad either. And I think he's really going to bounce back next season in his production.
Ryan Getzlaf is the team's best player when he's at his best, but he's not right now. Corey Perry is better.
I guess so.
I agree with Josh. Ryan Getzlaf is one of the best players when he's on his game, but I really have to say Teemu Selanne's good.
He's probably the best all-around player on the team.
Yeah, he is. And I'd say assists are just as important as goals.
It is.
Sometimes.
You need assists to get the goals.
Yeah, what if it's just like an assist where it's just like left behind your own net and the one guy just skates it up the whole ice?
Well, that's an exception, but most goals happen because of an assist.
Oh, yeah, I guess so.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair.
Yep.
I personally believe Corey Perry's the best player on the team. I don't even know why you guys didn't even say it. That's why I called you my stupid colleagues. He can fight, he can score, he can do it all. I mean, think of it this way. On the Anaheim team, he's the team's best goal scorer and their best enforcer. He had 124 penalty minutes. He can fight. I mean, he makes teams angry, makes them pissed off. I mean, he's an all-around excellent player. Maybe could be a bit of a better passer, but still. He scored 98 points a year ago. He may have dropped down to 60, but still, he's fantastic. I expect him to rebound with a 40-goal, 80-point season this season.
I don't know. I think Corey Perry needs to pass more. He was a bit of a puck hog this season.
I guess so, but he's got a fantastic shot.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think Corey Perry's the best player on the team, though. That's what I think.
He's led the team in goals and was second in points.
Yeah, he also led the team in penalty minutes.
Mm-hmm.
But fighting can change the tide of a game.
Then
Well, it
why
doesn't
weren't they
change
in the
the Ducks.
playoffs?
Yeah, exactly.
Because Anaheim didn't respond to his fighting.
Well, still, penalty minutes can really
Add
change
up.
the game. And in third period, penalty minutes are horrible.
Like power play goals for their team.
But a fight can change the tide of a game early on.
A fight can, but do you know how many times he tripped or pushed or boarded somebody?
I guess.
Yeah, that's not taking one for the team.
But he's a heart and soul gritty guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, greediness
Greedy.
is...
You need to be
Gritty! I didn't say greedy.
Oh, I see.
Oops.
Yeah, you guys can't even interpret
Well, you
what
can't
I'm
talk
saying.
right.
Speaking is worse than mine.
Hey, well, at least we're not Don Cherry here.
True.
My question is for next year, do they have enough firepower to pull off a playoff spot for next year?
I think their offense is pretty good. They have Getzlaf, Solani,
Perry, Ryan.
Yeah, those guys. And I just think it's their defense they need to work on.
Well, I know they have enough firepower. You like that?
Okay, stop that. That's not part of our show.
It's not part of the show. Get rid of the firepower line.
Well, I
Okay.
can't resist. The ladies
But
love
anyway,
it.
Anaheim's offense has enough talent, but it doesn't have enough consistency.
Yeah.
That's the thing. They have their high-end guys: Lonnie, Perry, Getzlaf, Ryan. We know that. But they finished 26th that year, and that's unacceptable.
Well, next year they'll have a lot of.
No, they won't.
Yeah, they would.
They didn't even get an offense during like the draft that's going
Why
to
do you
play.
say
No, they drafted
Offense
a defensive
instead of
defenseman.
Get this. He says offense instead of offense.
So what's wrong saying offense?
It's like
I hate it.
potato, potato, tomato, tomato. Same thing. Offense, offense.
Defense,
I'd
defense.
rather have you say offense.
You don't have a brother.
Huh?
You don't have a brother.
Well, of course not.
You and your sister.
I don't think their defense has enough depth. Like, the only two players that stand out are Cam Fowler and Sheldon Surrey.
I agree that their defense is probably the weakest part of the team. I mean, really, with Cam Fowler, Sheldon Surrey, and maybe Francois Beauchemin, maybe Tony Ludman, their defense kind of sucks, to be honest. It's thin. They don't really have a whole lot of offensive guys aside from Surrey and Cam Fowler. I think the only one defenseman on that team that really has a future is Cam Fowler. So,
Well, I agree with you, but all I have to say about the best defense in the world is Sheldon Surrey. He has an awesome slap shot.
It was even better when he was on the Oilers!
Yeah!
now he's pretty good in Montreal, too.
I guess so, but it's Montreal.
Hey, he broke like 2 windows or glass or whatever they call it in Edmonton.
He should have taken it off his paycheck.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
They should have
makes
added
millions.
it to his paycheck.
How does that work?
Because
The
he broke the
fans
same
loved
glass
it.
twice.
The fans loved
even
it.
though they almost died, whoever was behind that glass and almost knew that they were going to die.
How would they have died?
Plexiglass is made to not shatter like that. It's meant to like break into even pieces and to just fall to the ground.
And cut kids and go to the hospital. That actually happened. Huh?
First of all, no one died because of it.
He did die from a puck.
You can. We are so off topic here.
Oh yeah, Sheldon Surrey, the best player, best defense, the best slap shot in Edmonton.
That was years ago. Why does it matter?
Hey, even though he has a smart ass when he was in Edmonton with that interview and got Pat Quinn so mad.
My question for this offseason is probably the bigger one. The biggest one, I mean. Jonas Hiller, he's a superstar when he's playing. In terms of goaltending skill, he's one of the best in the NHL. In terms of his technique, his glove hand, and all that, he's fantastic. But the thing is, he was a little inconsistent last season. His 5-hole was kind of weak, you know. He'd just kind of be like off and on. But if he plays well, I think Anaheim can make a run at the playoffs because they have enough talent. They can score if they're playing well, I guess. Any team can. Aside from that, the team has enough talent to make the playoffs. It all depends on Jonas Hiller.
I do agree with you, Austin. Jonas Hiller is a very good goaltender, but from last year, I agree that he's all. Your take?
Jonas Hiller was a decent goalie, but he was really half and half with his win-loss. But then again, that might have been a lot put on his defense.
I mean, his defense really sucked, to be honest.
He might have done well if he had a better defense.
Yeah, I think they can pull off possibly a playoff spot if their defense bumps up, even though I don't think so. But
Yeah.
Sheldon Surrey will be.
It depends on how Hampus Lindholm does. If he comes out of nowhere and just like becomes really, really good, then they might do okay. But
If they can like get a defenseman out of a trade to just fill those gaps in the depth chart, it might really improve their
the thing
team.
is, they traded away Lubomir Visnovsky this season, their best defense. They traded him away to the Islanders, so I'm not exactly sure. It looks like they're headed towards a rebuild, to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think it'll take a couple of years. I think they'll be out of the playoffs by a couple points.
Yeah.
I think they'll push a playoff spot. They might finish 8th or 9th. They might make the playoffs by that much. They might miss the playoffs by that much.
I'm thinking they're going to be 10, or no, I'm saying 11th to 9th, because it's kind of hard to predict, because there's so much parity in the
I was
NHL.
about to say that. I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the team has enough talent, but they don't have enough consistency. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching this episode.
I'm Damien,
I'm Josh.
And I'm Austin.
and we're Teens Talk Hockey.
Yeah, and the Boston Bruins are next, so stay tuned.
You better, or else you're going to get one of these to your head. Anything to add?
Face palm.
Bye-bye.